Hello UPSC aspirants, welcome to Mapit Law Excellence. Today we are going to discuss 10 different locations that have been present from 11th of July to 20th of July. Now the first location that we have been discussing is the Sueda region that's been in news. Now what is a region, why it has been news? Majorly it is a part of the Syria region where two clans that have been there. One we have is the Druze military group that has been present, and the other one we have a tribal group called Bedauni group. Now, Druze group is a militant group which belongs to Shiite community, and we have Bedauni group which belongs to Sunni community. Due to these clashes, we have much amount of life loss has been observed. Now, when we see what are the regions, where is the Sueda province that is being present? Now, Sueda province is a part of the Syria region where it has been bordered by the Jordan that has been present and the Damascus that's been there. And now this Sueda region is present on the mountainous region of Jabal al-Druze that's been present. Now, this region is also called as Mountains of Arab. The next location we have here is the South Korea that is being present. Now in the South Korea, the context of the news is that there is a World Heritage Site which is being recognized by the UNESCO, that is the Bagunde petroglyphs that is being present. Now this is a region where we have found rock engraves of Neolithic age. Now when we come towards the South Korea where it has been present, what are the borders that are being present? Now the South Korea, if you can see, it has been bordered by the North Korea in the north that's been present, and it's been bordered by the water that's been there. One we have is the Sea of Japan in the east, we have Yellow Sea in the west, and we have the Korean state that's been present, and we also have one more state called Jeju states that's been there. Next, we have the Slovakia that's been present. Now when we see what is the context or why it is being present in news, the Slovakia that's been present, now it has blocked the EU sanctions that's been there. Now EU has recently kept a meeting and we're trying to impose sanctions on the Russia so that Russia will stop the war against the Ukraine and there's a peace that's been present. But here the Slovakia has blocked this EU sanction because it has stated that the country has been dependent on the oil imports from the Russia. Now when we see where this Slovakia is being present, now when you see the Slovakia that's been there, it's been bordered by the Poland in the north, the Czech Republic that's been present in the northwestern region, the Austria that has been present, then we have the Hungary that's been there, and a part of the Ukraine that has been also been present. Now these are the bordering nations that have been present around the Slovakia that's been there. The next in news we have is the New Caledonian region that has been present. Now recently the France have granted state within the republic that's been there. It's giving an autonomy within the state that has been present. Now this New Caledonia is present in the South Pacific region that's been there. Now you see what are the bordering regions that have been present. We have the Coral Sea that has been present. Then we have the South Pacific region that has been there. Now these are the bordering nations of the New Caledonia region that's been present. And this region is having different physical structures that have been present. We have coral reefs that have been there, and it's also rich in nickel and ultramafic soils that have been there. The next in news we have is the Ethiopia. Now in the previous session also we discussed Ethiopia has been stated of completion of the GERD dam that has been present. Now here it is an hydropolitics flare which has been there, which is constructed on the Blue Nile that has been present. Now today we will discuss the different border nations that have been present with the Ethiopia. Now you can see the regions that have been there. One we have is Djibouti that has been present here. We have Eritrea that has been present. Then we have the South Sudan. Then we have the Somalia, this is the Somalia region, and we also have the Red Sea that is being present. The Red Sea, once please be careful, the Ethiopia is not having any border with the Red Sea. So this is one major question they can ask. Red Sea, which of the countries have been present bordering the Red Sea? So Ethiopia is not the bordering nation of the Red Sea that's been present. Next in news, we have Seine River that has been there. Now after almost like a decade period of time, France has recently opened the Seine River for the swimming purpose. On the wealth of the Paris Olympics, large amount of cleanliness and large amount of sustainable environment has been developed in this river, where now the river has been opened for the swimmings or the people, citizens have been there. Now when we see where this Seine River has been present, now Seine River is been originating from Mont Tesselot in Burgundy that's been there. So you can see here we have the Seine River that has been originating, and here it has been coming and joining. So this is a region where the Seine River has been present, and it's been flowing and it empties into the English Channel that has been present. The next news we have is the Taiwan Strait that has been present. Now recently China has opened the airways regarding the M50 route that has been there, which is near to the Taiwan state, and here it is causing little amount of conflict of agreements with the Taiwan region that's been present. So when you see, where is this Taiwan state present? Taiwan state is present between the China region and the Taiwan island that's been there, and it's been between the East China Sea and the South China Sea that's been there. The next in news we have is the Eswatini region. Now this region has been present, a landlocked region where recently the US government has deployed some of the immigrants to this area. Now it has been controversial. Please do read this immigrant policy, deporting of those immigrants that have been there. Now when coming to the location that's been there, it's a landlocked region that's been present where it's been locked by the South Africa and it's been locked by the Mozambique that's been there. And this region is having large amount of high wells that are been there. We also have Drakensberg and the Lubambo ranges that have been present. Large amount of savanna ecosystem is being present in this area. The next in news we have is the Tanimbar island that has been there recently. Around 6.7 magnitude of the earthquake has been observed in the Tanimbar island. Now this island belongs to the Indonesia, major lesser Sunda islands that have been present. Now this is being present here, you can see. So this is the Tanimbar island that is being present, Indonesia region, where we have the Sunda islands that are being there. Now here this region is being present, a part and parcel of the Pacific Ring of Fire, where large amount of tectonic movement, volcanic activity is being found. The next and the last news we have is the Aral Sea that's been there. Now recently the scientists have been observed that there is some sort of crustal rebound has been occurred, and the drying of this Aral Sea has actually led to the formation of the desert called Aralkum Desert that has been present. 7% of the Central Asia's dryness is being contributed by the drying of the Aral Sea that's been there. Now when you see which are the bordering regions that are being present to the Aral Sea, the Aral Sea has been bordered between the Kazakhstan and the Uzbekistan region that has been there. So here this is the Aral Sea that has been present, and most of the Aral Sea has been shrinked. Now these are the 10 different locations that have been present. Do revise because these are the important topics for the prelims. Thank you.